Everybody.
The Pan Am Games, you guys see that fencing guy? He won a gold and a bronze, and he took a knee when he's on the stand. Now he's representing Team USA. I don't understand that. Explain to me how. Okay, it's one thing if you want to do this. I don't agree. I don't particularly agree with kneeling.
Why are you being an Olympian for your country, only to sit there and go, I'm protesting my country?
Well, he said something to the effect of, he goes, I'm very proud to represent.
I mean, do the fist. Like, what was it in the 70s? What Olympians, where they did the Black Panther? All right, do that at least. But you're still standing, right? You're still standing, right? But don't take a fucking knee, man.
The fencer, he said that he was proud to represent Team USA. However, I'm paraphrasing here, but basically that has kind of been tarnished a little bit by the ongoing racism and I think treatment of immigrants and things like that, basically inequality that this
When did
country...
it become acceptable in this country to treat people that should not be here legally?
Well, no, I'm not trying to get into that. I'm just saying because he's in a sporting event and you're representing Team USA.
It doesn't make
You should stand for the anthem.
It became popular.
That's
like
it.
Jay-Z, all these fucking retards are like, it's popular to
Coddle
these
there we go. Now, speaking of which, okay, now Jay-Z now.
Am I on the wrong podcast?
You're on the right podcast. You know what? You are on the Armchair QB show because everybody on here, we are all right. We're armchair quarterbacks.
Fair enough.
We can look back and say we're right.
I'm slaying
That's why we're here.
You know?
So
I am slaying darts right now.
You're going at it, man. I mean, you're just.
I'm slaying.
You're a lightning rod.
I'm Josh Allen-esque.
It's like we're playing like regular darts, and you just whipped out like a lawn dart.
I know.
And you're just wondering, why did it go through the wall? Like, dude, we're playing fucking regular darts, dude.
Mike and I are over here shooting like, I don't know, grenades, missiles. Seltzer's dropping nuclear bombs. Like, hey, how you doing? But, no, I mean, seriously. All
right.
Ryan.
And you're angering the God.
Who is that? Was that God speaking? He's angry. Ryan.
Oh, whoa. Stop.
School's out, sucker.
All right.
Fire alarm.
I mean, okay. Segue a little bit. I mean, you have the guy at the fencing. I mean, let's be honest. We're never going to hear from this guy again. You never would have heard from him in the first place because he's in fencing, let's face it, had he not kneeled on a international stage. Michael, I'll start with you. What is your opinion as far as kneeling or politics in sports? I'm not saying it can't be done, but I don't like it per se because I don't like any politics. But what say you?
That's a good question.
Stelz, I know how you feel, so we'll get to you next.
Yeah, all right. I mean, all right. So I totally understand wanting to use your position and exposure to stand for something, right? And I understand you being frustrated with your country, right? But the way I look at it is, of all these people that are so out there and vehement against it, actually, how many of them are actually out there doing stuff? Because I look at the kneeling, the fisting is so divisive. If your goal and objection, is to bring awareness, right? You want to do something that actually stands a chance of working. And you're kneeling, and you have so many people that are angry about it. They're not listening. That side does not want to listen to you. So,
and you're a psychologist, so you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's right.
I'm an armchair quarterback, but you actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like if you have an objective to do something, then stand the best chance of doing it. It's not the best way of doing it. It's like you do it once to bring attention. Now do the dialogue and get involved and make that it. I just don't agree with that. I think there's a better way of doing it. I understand, but I don't know.
Stelzer, not even God knows what you're talking about, but please, what's your opinion?
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. The way, and ESPN is kind of not a little bit off topic, but
no, we're talking about sports.
Look at the way ESPN has gotten so. The social justice thing has taken over the world, man. I can't even watch ESPN anymore, to be honest.
It really has gotten kind of.
They shouldn't get political.
Like all I want to see is Brewers and fucking Cardinals.
But
I mean,
really?
But now I've got to see all black people versus white people. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's gotten to that point.
It has become that used to be the one
sports,
place.
I mean, that's old as time, as sports in general.
And you get it. And it's like I understand, but it's like that's a place where I want to go and get away from it and get away from the BS. Right. It's like, and I understand, but it's just I don't. There's a time and a place, and it's just no, man. It's just drama.
It's crossed over.
Well, it's like they're doing it to get ratings. It seems like I know their ratings have been in the shitter. It's like they're doing it on purpose, kind of like what 24 Hours News does.
This guy's job back. 2 years.
Yeah.
Ed Warner was out.
What was he out for again? What was
because they couldn't make it up? That nobody wanted to pay attention to the NFL enough for Ed Warner.
So he didn't say something controversial. He just
there was a cutoff.
He just didn't get the ratings.
Ed Warner, and then they're like, dude, we're good, but they don't need Ed Warner.
Yeah, but it's true. I mean, it's so it's frustrating.
Well, they had Michelle Beadle. She just got replaced.
She needed to go too. Aside from the fact that I wanted to fuck her, who needed her?
Well, Jameel Hill. She was.
I didn't want to fuck her.
She was controversial as well.
She's social justice warrior.
Yeah,
and I don't agree with any of the social justice that she was warring for.
Well, I don't know. I don't really care
know
what
much
the
about
cause
her.
is.
What did she get fired for?
I think. Well, she was. She had tweeted repeatedly negative things about President Trump, and then ESPN had kind of publicly disciplined
put you on
her
a list
and said, "Hey, listen, stick to the sports. Like, let's you're going to alienate the viewers. Let's be honest. Anytime you bring up politics, you're going to alienate about half your viewers because
that's true.
Right. So, SportsCenter or ESPN rather was smart and not respect. Like, hey, listen, just show the highlights, talk about the games, and that's. But
she kept on with the whole.
It's what's hard now. It's they're starting to bleed over. I don't love it, and it's not that I don't believe in these causes or equality, obviously, but I don't like that that's dominating the sporting event. I don't like the fact that we're talking more about whether someone's going to kneel for an anthem as opposed to the game itself.
If you can fucking throw a dunk down over another man, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
No, I get it, and that's where it's just and I get it. Once it's a ratings thing, and that's what's dominating the headlines. Yeah. But it should be, and that's the thing that
anti-white is what's dominating.
The thing is, I really, really dig. That's why I love racing. I think so much because it's the one sport where it's purely about who's a better driver and who can make a better car. It doesn't matter your race, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter your politics. It just comes down to racing, right? You do something good, you get accolades for it. You do something dumb, you get fucking called out for it. You overstep your boundary, you hit the fucking wall, and you can fucking hurt yourself. So it's this really perfect, beautiful thing, and it's a one place where it's a bubble where that will never be an issue. And it's a shame, but it's just the way our sports are right now.
No, I mean it's the way our country is.
And
sports can reflect our our nation and vice versa. But I'm not a big fan of that. I just I think there's a time and a place. I just don't think that during the country's national anthem is the time to protest. That's really it. It's not that I don't agree with what you're saying.
I can see doing once, make a point, and now get involved and try to do something about it.
I don't. And it's not that I don't support their cause, because I think a lot of the times they do have a good message, underlying message. I just don't approve, or I don't agree with how they go about it. That's it. It's like, you can have a good message, like how you want to cure cancer, but if you run in during someone's wedding ceremony and disrupt it and say, we need to end cancer, and you're like, well, yes, we do, but now's not the time to really... Right, that's all I'm saying, but it's one of those things where you don't want to talk about it because...
It would be a hell of a wedding, though, if you... Cure cancer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not that it's a bad message. It's just, it's not the time or place, in my opinion. And again, that's all it is, opinion. But, I am the Armchair QB, so my opinion's always right.
Yeah, it's your show, man. You know what the fuck you